Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Your Success at Last DNA, doing those necessary actions, getting those daily needed attitude adjustments, those motivational oomph brought to you by Sergeant Major Motivation. That's me, Ace Brinkman. Yeah, trying to toss at you a couple of building blocks, inspirational building blocks that will help you build the life that you want, get what you need to get done. How was your Monday? Good day? Yeah? Hopefully you're not going through the old Monday, it's a Monday, and that you're feeling a bit better and ready for the week in front of you. If not, we'll hope you get a little bit of a charge out of today's episode or any of the other episodes that we have out there to help you carry through the rest of the day. We're going to roll into today's question. How are you using your talents? I'm not going to browbeat this one like I usually do and say, hey, everyone's got talents. But everyone does. Everyone has something. And I've been lucky enough to help a few folks take a talent that they have that they are passionate about and make it a bigger part of their world and even help them make some money with it. And so they were actually making money and having a good time at the same time, feeling more fulfilled. Others, it was just about taking a talent and using it in a way that they found far more fulfilling, whether it was teaching a child how to use that talent or whatever. So I would ask you to ask yourself today, after this show or sometime during the day when you've got a few moments to really just think, is how are you using your talents? All right? Do your talents make you look like a role model? Have you ever really wondered exactly what traits that you need or need to have to be considered a role model? A role model has a positive effect on the people around them, and sometimes it's not even on the people they know directly. There are people out there that look up to the role model and they emulate his or her behavior. So, how can you be a positive influence? Is it something that you have to actively do, or is it just kind of built into your natural makeup? Well, there are cases, and we can probably cite 1,000 of them, where role models seem to be just born. But believe me when I tell you, it is very possible and very, I won't say easy, you're very capable of developing the traits and the skills of a role model. So if you'd like to be a role model, be it to your children, to people that you love and care about, perhaps just to your co-workers, the people around you, that I want to share with you some secrets that are exactly what you need. However, bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this is not an overnight exercise. It's not like, all right, I'm going to do what Tracy said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ta-da! I'm a role model. No, see, having a positive influence on others, it's going to demand consistency and effort and maybe even a little bit of personal sacrifice. But we won't focus on that last one too much. So I'm going to give you the helpful guide of becoming the role model that you deserve. Actually, the role model that other people deserve. How about that? Number 1, stand behind your values, right? Stand behind those things you believe in. You've heard me talk about values a few times here recently. People look for guidance from others. They watch for those signals, what you do, what you don't do, how to act, how to not act, how you behave, right? By displaying your values consistently, you help lay down the path for others around you. What things matter to you? Do you value honesty? Do you value integrity? Do you value family? Right? Show your values by handling situations that represent your values. Handle the situations accordingly. And sometimes you might need to clearly explain to those that you influence why you chose a certain approach. Especially parents, when it comes to your kids, sometimes kids see you making choices and don't always know why you made the choice. So it's helpful to help them understand. All right, number 2, show resolve when it comes to overcoming obstacles, breaking through barriers, and accomplishing your task. Young people especially really feel sometimes like there's nowhere to turn. When the situation gets tough, it's really easy for them to snap like a reed. So by demonstrating your courage, and your perseverance and your go-get-itiveness, you inspire them and others to do the same. See, when you're afraid, just close your eyes, take a deep breath, put that first foot forward and push through. Be willing to accept the outcome, however unfavorable it might be. See, here's the thing. You can choose to do something and you might succeed. You can choose to do something else and you might fail. You can choose to do nothing and it's still a choice. All right? So choose to go forward. Determination, perseverance, and courage. Show how resilient you are to your support group can go a long way. And that support group could just be your family. Could be your kids or your kid if you only have one. And here's the thing. Let's not forget the kids are always looking up to us. As for a teen, they're looking to the parents for that guidance and that role model, right? What would mom do, right? And here's the next thing after that. If you can teach your kid and be the good role model for them, guess what? They could in turn be a good role model for one of their peers. And that can start to just slowly infect out. Imagine all the positive, good things you could do as a result of that. All right. Now, number 3, admit mistakes and apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, did I say that loudly enough and clear enough? Admit mistakes and apologize. One of the most admirable things that you can do is admit it when you're wrong. It takes a lot of heart. It takes a lot of courage and a good load of humility to do just that. By conquering your pride, you prove to others just how strong you are. Yep. Doesn't take someone of strength to be big and burly and be able to lift lots of weight and beat up on people. Sometimes the strength's got to come within. Conquer your pride and prove to others just how strong you are. Now, mind you, it might be a little wiser to wait until the tension of whatever the situation is to wear off. When you're calm, when the other parties are calm, but certainly take that first opportunity to apologize. Explain to them where you think you went wrong, what it is you think you did wrong. And that shows that you're taking ownership and the part that you played in the situation. All right? And last but not least, be passionate and be ready to inspire. See, whether you love to play rock music, classical music, cook chicken, make barbecue, crochet, or whatever it is, find something that you're really passionate about and let that passion impact your life. Live it, breathe it, right? Just let it ooze out of you, but let it come from you from a genuine place. Passion, ladies and gentlemen, is infectious. And when other people see how much something means to you, they begin to become inspired by you, especially when it comes to that topic. So use your passion to assist others whenever possible. If it means a lot to you, it's going to be easy for you to share it and for those around you to learn from you. Passionate and genuine love for something is always, always inspirational. All right, so there you have it. 4 little secrets about becoming a role model. See, bear in mind these secrets of becoming a role model. Yeah, I get it. I'm only scratching the surface here. But the thing is, as you master these 4, others will start to see you as a positive influence. So then I'd urge you to continue to develop your natural talents. Remember, we started the show off by asking you about how you're using your talents. Continue to develop those natural talents and those skills and practice living the values that you believe in, that you aspire to, that you hold dear, so that you'll start seeing people putting your behaviors and your values into practice into their lives. And at that moment, I want you to sit back and enjoy the moment as you realize what a fine role model you've actually become. All right, there you have it. Tomorrow, I want you to tune in as I share with you the structure of personal change. I actually almost fell asleep just saying that title. I'm going to have to come up with a far more exciting version. In the meantime, I'm going to leave you like I always do. Think successfully and take action. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.